Socialism and communism caused the worst tragedy in human history. Hitler's Socialist Party led to Second World War and genocide. Millions of people died. Kim's Socialist Party in North Korea led to millions of people starved to death. Jews, Europeans, and North Koreans paid the price for socialist government. And then we have Stalin communist system government and Maoist Chinese communist government. They killed millions of people beyond belief. It's unimaginable. Socialism and communism are almost the same. They both want conformity, and they both gave all the power to the government. You have no free will and independence. Everything in your life is more or less run by the government. Schools, hospitals, businesses, you only deal with the government. So imagine when psychopaths like Hitler, Stalin, Mao, or Kim comes along, and they have this power given by the people, and the authority, the wealth, all in the palms of their hand. They have this absolute control over the government, over the people, over everything. We've seen the result, and it's not surprising. You can't have socialism and communism without fascist dictators, because nobody wants to be a slave, and conformity is a form of slavery. It's in our human nature to be independent and free. So beware of socialism and communism utopia. We all want equality and free stuffs for everyone, for poor people. But it's practically impossible without dictators. Not even socialist superstar like Bernie Sanders wants to do the right thing. He doesn't practice what he preaches, and he definitely is rich and wealthy. You'll find that people who preach equality, justice, and so on for poor people in your city, in your neighborhood, in your nation, you'll find that people who preach equality and justice for poor people are going to be the worst hypocrites. If you can't even help poor people in your neighborhood, your city, your nation, then don't go preaching to the rest of the world. Socialists, communists, activists, and social justice warriors, they pretend to care for the people. They pretend they want to help poor people. But when they get into power, they want to live in the best neighborhood, in the best house. And when they do that, they will keep preaching the same thing. Also remember, you'll always find socialist and communist leaders living a billionaire lifestyles, living in extravaganza and luxury. You'll always find that, you'll always see that, while the ordinary people starve to death. That's what happens when you give away all your money, your wealth, your everything to the government. Because your leaders are human. What do you think will happen when you give all this power, wealth, money, and everything to the government and to one person to manage? When all these socialists and communist leaders who claim to stand for poor people, for working people, when they see all this wealth, power, and control without limit, they'll do what human does. They'll always do what human does. See, most of us all have good intentions for everyone. But remember, we are just human. We are selfish, we are greedy, and we all have self-interest. Same thing happened to all your leaders. In time of power and crisis, you see the true colors of everyone. Whether celebrities, nation leaders, politicians, sports stars, etc. You always see the true colors of everyone when they are in power and when they are in crisis. Socialism and communism need conformity. Wants conformity. And you can't have conformity without dictators and fascism. We will need fear, violence, and even death to conform people. We all are different individuals. We don't think the same, we don't want the same, and we do different things. In socialism and communism, there's no choice and options. Because the government own and run everything. You gave them the power to them. If things are good, then good. But if things get bad, then you have no choice. Whether it's hospitals, schools, businesses, etc. If you complain or question them, you'll be in huge trouble. Remember, good intentions always end up disaster. Read history. That's it. If you can, please subscribe, like, share, and comments below. Thank you.